Jason, I know this entire season you and Seattle, I mean, goals have been so tough to come by. Did you kind of figure one goal was going to be all this series needed tonight?
I don't know. You never know what to expect. You know, it could be a situation where they were so hard to come by and you come into the game and it ends up tonight 3-2. I think, you know, again, it was a game where there was chances there and just weren't taken properly for both teams. So unfortunate that we're on the losing end of that.
Is this the end of an era?
We'll see. We'll see.
Jason, I know really the last month goals haven't been there for this team. Was that just kind of an extension of that tonight? The chances were there, but just the inability to put anything away?
Yeah, I mean, you have to score goals to win games. It's really comes down to a pretty simple game. If you don't score goals, you're never going to win games, and you've got to win to advance.
Jason, we know the outcome of the game, but do you see any positive outcomes of this game tonight?
Yeah, come on, let's be fair. Our guys worked so hard for it, and really the whole year for me. Extremely proud of this group, extremely proud of the effort they put forth tonight. A lot of good things came out of this year, with numbers of wins and numbers of points, and we broke some records for our club, so there were definitely some positive things that we should remember.
Jason, is the aura of Rio Tinto kind of dead off? Seems like the last few big games you've had here have ended in disappointment.
The aura of Rio Tinto. I think that we're a very confident team at home. We're a team that gets on the front foot and tries to keep our opponents pinned in for most of the match, and I think you saw it again tonight. Seattle was living and dying on the counter, and credit to them, they had a game plan and they succeeded with it. So, you hope that in the grand scheme of things, everything evens out, and that's just the way I see the game. So, nobody misinterpret what I'm saying right now. But I hope that if there's 100 games played, the team that's willing to risk more, the team that's willing to be more bold, the team that's willing to set the tempo and wanting to set the tempo gets results. But from what I've seen over the past couple of days in our league, that's not happening.
You mentioned before the fans were really good and great, but they didn't show up on time. Your thoughts on them now being so loud tonight? Another game that I thought they were incredible, and really didn't. A lot of games we get through the middle of the second half and we get a big dying down of our fans and the noise level, but not tonight. I thought they were with it from minute 1 to minute 90. So we have to appreciate that, and we have to continue to try to draw from that.
Did you feel pretty good at halftime 0-0, knowing the win was going to be?
I did, yeah. I thought the win was a real factor. It makes it difficult. Plays right into what they're doing when they're playing so many long balls into our box and trying to counter on us. I think it played into what they were doing. So we get to minute 43, I'm kind of thinking, let's get to halftime 0-0 rather than trying to score that goal right before half. So I thought we had done a good job to get there, and I continued to believe, and I guess I will continue to believe that things will eventually even out and go right for us.
Coach, your thoughts on both goalkeepers and the shot that beat you tonight?
Unbelievable. Again, both goalkeepers played incredibly well. The shot that Ramonda saved down to his left was phenomenal save. And Gasperning had a couple of really clutch saves for his team as well. But you're going to need that. This time of year, you've got to have players step up and make plays.
Jason, the struggle scoring goals late in the season, how much will that weigh on you in this offseason as you're making decisions about next year?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's important to try to figure out exactly why you're not scoring those goals. For me, again, creating the right number of chances, maybe a few decisions were wrong for me in the final third about where the ball needed to go and when it needed to go. And so it's, I think the typical stance that most people would take is that falls on the forwards, but not for me. Not for me. It falls on everybody to create good goal-scoring chances and to take goal-scoring chances.